ZBCN, Zebec Network, the ultimate RWA platform, and also now delving into the AI-based payment platform as well. Located in California, USA. Doc's team building out the ultimate infrastructure for finance, traditional finance, corporate investors, enterprises, and we're very bullish on ZBCN on the channel. I've talked about it a number of times already, made a ton of videos on the project, and we're back with another update video on the project in this one. Remember, nothing I say is financial advice. Everything I say is all entertainment purposes only. ZBCN sitting at 100,000 holders, a significant milestone for Zebec and the ZBCN network. 4 years in, Zebec continues to bring traditional payment products on-chain, from stablecoin payroll to global card access. Thank you for an incredible community supporting us. Big things ahead. Now, what's so fantastic here is that if you take a look, 100,000 holders, it's nothing to scoff at. There's a lot of projects in crypto that don't achieve these types of growth in their holder base, right? 100,000 diamond-handed strong holders here, and this is why the project is doing so very well. This is why it's so bullish. This is why it has such a strong foundation. And you add in, the buyback programs as well, the card referral programs, their super app, staking, DeFi infrastructure as well. It all leads to a culmination of great success for the project. Has a higher probability of success with ZBCN here. But remember, guys, nothing in crypto is guaranteed. But again, like I just stated, it has a higher probability for success here with this project. XRP Duns, congrats Team ZBCN 314 Crypto, the chosen one. B Mendo, big time ZBCN keeps delivering as you have. Cryptic Wolf, congratulations Zebec, 100,000 people are going to see life-changing gains, ZBCN. So if we take a look at the chart here, I've been talking about the project since 2002, and it's already up in the past month, 30% in the past month here at $269 million in market cap. Fully diluted, right? Full circulating supply is out. So 99.99 billion of the supply is out. So basically all the supply is out here. There's no more tokens to be added to the market. And you incorporate that with the card referral program, buyback program, and the 100,000 holders that keep that flow and keep the project very strong. You have the recipe for success here with ZBCN. And like I said, you can see it in the chart, right? Look at projects that are showing strength, right? And those are the ones that you should have exposure to, in my opinion, when it comes to the space. If you missed the low on ZBCN at 3 zeros or 2 zeros 1, 3 zeros 9, 3 zeros 8, you had more than enough time to make some purchases at 2 zeros 2, because I was talking about it all that time at 2 zeros 2. So now you're up 30%, which is fantastic, right? Take a look at the overall macro of the market, for example. If we take a look at the overall macro of the market, Bitcoin is under 70K. The overall macro of the market in the space is just horrendous. It's completely down bad and terrible. But this is why you have to pay attention to projects that are showing strength against that, right? I really thought we would have revisited 2 zeros 1 or 2 zeros 1 5 for ZBCN, because I was expecting the next leg down for Bitcoin to the 50K level, right? But it looks like that's not going to be the case. This is why I say always DCA. A lot of people are expecting a massive drop in the Bitcoin and the overall macro later this year. But look at this, ZBCN is showing massive strength here. So this is why I say DCA is the key, right? You get exposure to the market, and then if we see massive crashes, you DCA more. And then you just have your conviction, you hold. And then when you're up 5x, 10x, 20x, 30x on a project, you take some profits. And that's how you win in the space, right? So ZBCN is at 20269. So if you bought 100,000 ZBCN at the time, you're already up $69, right? If you have 1 million ZBCN, now you're up to $700 from $2,000, right? It's fantastic stuff to see here. And like I said, guys, full supply is out here, so you don't have to worry about massive token unlocks anymore. So in my opinion, the sky's the limit. Sky's the limit here for ZBCN. Much higher probability of success here, right? X Finance Bull, we're the ZBCN holders. For everyone who said the Stellar partnership wasn't real, everyone doubted it. Here it is, right? And he had a great breakdown on the Stellar partnership with ZBCN. XLM, one of the great projects in the space, you know, right up there in leagues with XRP. So from the looks of things, it's going to be XRP, XLM, HBAR, ZBCN, right? QNT as well. I talked about QNT on my channel. And in my opinion, the projects that are ISO compliant will do extremely well in the future, right? And ZBCN is SOC 2 and ISO compliant. So that's why we're seeing this strength here. From Ghost, remember when no one was talking about Canton Network and everyone knows them? That's the exact moment is coming for ZBCN. Mark my words. From Crypto Coral, ZBCN compressing under trend line, breakout or breakdown is imminent. I think the breakout, it looks like it's gonna break out here personally, right? It's showing so much strength, especially when you zoom into the 1 month chart. People are, you know, again, because there's no overhead worry of token unlocks anymore, more people are DCing in. There's more supply control here. So most of the tokens are in the hands of the diamond holders, right? People that are going to be holding for the long term. So this is why you can see such positive price action for ZBCN here. And again, my targets still remain the same. I'm going to be more conservative. I'm looking for 5 cents, 10 cents, maybe 20 to 30 cents per ZBCN. On a long enough time frame, maybe $1 is possible. But I've always said it, and I'll say it all the time. When you're in profits, you're up 5x, 10x, etc. Take your profits. You never go broke taking profits, right? And I'm not just going to be the Moon Boy channel here. I'm not going to be the Moon Boy channel here, but do I see great upside for ZBCN? Yes, I do, right? Got the Sauce. 200,000 holders is next for ZBCN. Very possible from Got the Sauce here. A lot of people that are bull posting the project because they believe in it. And it's not just hype and vaporwave here with ZBCN. There's actually utility. There's actually a use case for the project. There's actual infrastructure built, right? Everyone that paid attention to my channel that bought ZBCN at 202, you're up 30% in a completely downtrodden market, in a completely terrible market. So tell me that's not a great win, right? From Cryptic Wolf, Zebec Network officially hits 100,000 ZBCN holders. If you haven't researched ZBCN yet, I highly recommend doing so. There's a massive opportunity just from the payroll side alone. Holding 100K to 1 million plus ZBCN will be life-changing, and that's exactly what I said on my channel as well. Never telling anyone to overinvest. That's why I said, 100,000 to the 1 million, anywhere in that range for ZBCN as far as your holdings go, could potentially give you the ROI of 5,000 to 50,000 to maybe even 100,000, depending on how much you've invested and how much risk you've taken in ZBCN, guys. So overall, project is looking fantastic. You take a look at CoinMarketCap, people like IPA here saying ZBCN will explode soon. Let me go back once. My apologies here. ZBCN XRP New York. ZBCN these next 48 hours are going to be crucial for the market. Stay woke, stand firm. Don't panic, sell, and hodl. Not financial advice. Markets will always recover. Oil price went down by 1.5%. That on the bullish side for the markets. And I completely agree with ZBCN XRP here. I was going to like it, but I'm not signed it. But again, remember, they're going to be presenting at XRP Las Vegas conference as well. They're going to be rubbing shoulders with some of the biggest industry leaders with ZBCN here. So again, like I said, this is such an undervalued project, man. What if it does what XRP does in the future? There's possibility for that. It really is possible, right? And like I said, it's in a fantastic spot here. Just wanted to get an update out because I haven't spoken about the project in some time. I'm doing my best to provide great value, great value for my subscribers, people that are paying attention. I'm showing all you guys. I'm showing all the great projects I think will do extremely well in the future. That could yield you 10x to 30x returns, one step at a time, guys. So if you want to be early to all of my calls, join my Patreon for $5 a month, guys. It gives you access to all my premium videos early, and also my private Discord group as well. But if you just want to be a part of the community, you could join my public Discord that is free in the description. Patreon also in the description. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, because if you join the Patreon, you get calls like this when no one else was paying attention. I talked about the project Venice at $1.40. Then it went on to do a 5-6x, and it looks like it's not stopping anytime soon, from $1.40 to $7.18. Also spoke about Banker at 30 mil market cap, which went on to 120 mil market cap, as you can see, right, which is another 4 to 5x move, or 3 to 5x move in these market conditions. Only, accessible through the Patreon for $5 a month, though. $5 a month. So make sure you guys sign up to not miss a beat, guys. We will win when it comes to this space. ZBCN is well positioned for another great call on the channel. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for tuning in. None of this is financial advice. Catch you in the next one.